Hey, good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Um, this is a different kind of live. New channel. Well, not new channel, but I basically set this second channel up just to kind of trade to get away from the monotony of lives. Forgive the static in the background. It's something with this mic, which is also why I initially don't do like the face cam and all of the rest of that with this. Um, so yeah, just got home from work not that long ago, and yeah, just kind of bring some of you all up to speed a little bit. So this is a day trader's account. I think I have a couple of videos here recently within the last couple of days or so where I've kind of shown this account, and we actually I passed this yesterday, and this is the dashboard. So it's a 25K account, nothing crazy. The profit goal was 25. We actually, like I said, we cleared that yesterday. I actually want to see if the journal. Yeah, the journal is still, it's like shows Tuesday. And literally it was all done this week. So I took a position Sunday, Monday, like basically Sunday Globex, Monday Globex, Tuesday Globex, Wednesday Globex. So it's like literally like all 4 days consecutive. So and it says today, yesterday. It's just, this whole thing has just been kind of wonky. It really has. Because it like doesn't populate. Hold on. Trades for Sunday, Monday. No trades for Monday. Trades for Tuesday. This is so weird. Did I have it before? Like I'm genuinely confused. I really am. I know I started on Sunday, Globex. So it shows no trading activity on that day. But it shows best streak 1, current wins 1. But I think it's based on that. Tuesday, it doesn't show, again, anything. Wednesday, yeah, we took actually 4 positions on this day. Lost $5. You know, just not being patient enough to let. This was the day the market had a fairly decent sell off. So, but I guess all in all, like it's whatever. Like it's not showing, so that's fine. And relative to today and last night, I was actually thinking I can maybe mark some stuff off. This is a 1 minute. Let's go to a 3 minute, just for a few minuets, and get that. And I'll leave my settlements on there. So today. And if we look at this from excuse me. Okay. So from a weekly standpoint, if we were just looking at high low for the week so far, or so far, right? Yeah, that would be our high low. So 30,009, 72.50, 29,155, or no about high and low for the week. And I think from a higher time frame perspective, a higher time frame bias, I think we are ultimately what is that, 240? I would look at could go to a daily. I should be going to a daily. We gotta cheat. Oh, my brain's not working right now. So we're just gonna do it this way. Now, daily. Yeah, ridiculousness, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Let's go back to a 4-hour. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's not so much about, most people would say things like prices run long, it's exhausted, and it's time for it to short. We look at something a little bit more plain and simple than that, and it's just called algorithmic delivery in terms of price. So first thing I want to do is actually I would still presume that this is yeah. We would be on the sell side of this market. Now, when and how that occurs, because we've had some events and things and such that will kind of sort of dictate something else. I will say though, it's possible that we're still going to see some bullish price action. Let's go to Okay. So tomorrow basically being representative of a holiday, and Saturday obviously being the 4th. Um, the market will be open tomorrow until 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 12 Central Standard Time. Yeah, I'm sorry. 12 Central Standard Time, which means it'll close at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm on Eastern. So the question really for me, at least looking here, is um, the potential for shorts would still exist. I would. And I don't want too many lines and whatnot here. So I'm gonna get rid of that. We'll keep this one. And that's way the fuck out. I don't need that all the way out there. Friday. Alright. It's an hour. Let's go to a 5-minute. Alright. I just want to lock that because I don't want anything to slide around. Give me 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. So yeah, I'm looking, and there are a couple of other things that we can see if we can factor into, where this may be running and why. It's the 5-minute, so let's start with just looking at the daily price. I'm going to do, that's 10. Oh gosh, I forgot. This is the first time I'm using. Okay, don't laugh at me. Don't make jokes. But I've not used this. This is a regular fib, so I'd never. Oh man, I don't like the get rid of that. That'll help immensely. Yeah, I have specific fib levels and things that I like to see, but I think I may be able to kind of figure this out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't use the traditional Fibonacci, but we will today. And then I guess after this video, maybe I'll go in and I'll update with like my actual fib settings and go from there. So we may be I'm gonna take the extras. How about that? How about we just take the extras and change those. Yeah, it has to be 03. Well, since I started it, I need to finish it, right? Might as well. This is gonna be actually, I don't have to do that one. I think I want to throw my. And then we're gonna do a 14. This one can actually be a 7. I'm probably missing a couple, but that's, yeah, I'm missing one of my favorite ones. 59. For shame. Alright, that might have been the only one I missed. 23 that I add, and I think that is the last. Alright. So $89, 41, 41, 2, 3, 317. So this potentially could expand back to 1 sec. I'm sorry. All right, hang on, guys. Hang on 1 sec. All right. So I got my start texting my boss, and well, let's see if I can find. I don't want that. I want icons. There he is. Become affectionately fond of this bear. So, but that's where I would be looking for a reach now that does go against the criteria of, our fair value or for our fair value here. But, it is what it is. That's just what I see. The other aspect to this is, and it doesn't have to be the case. I'm going to lock that real quick, and then we could just look. It doesn't have to be, but if I'm looking for inefficiency or fair value, I have inefficiency and fair value here and here. You put this back on. There is no... Now, can you say there's not liquidity here? I didn't say there's no liquidity. I'm talking about an inefficiency to run. So can you run this high? Yes. Can you run this high into this small inefficient delivery price, this small fair value? Yeah, it can, But in terms of what I would be looking for in terms of algorithmic delivery, I would be looking for that. Now, flip side, so all of that, I've already framed out in here. I'm just going to delete this and I can add it back in a second. But I had this framed out on a 1 minute, which we can go back to a 1 minute and see if this actually delivers now, because we have, you could say that that was a structural level. This could have been a structural level. We could have gone into Globex here, which could now be looked upon as two. But now the question becomes the trick, William Potter. That is the low before. It's a short-term low run. That is run with expansion and gap. So, my move might look something like that. Now, yes, and you're right. If you say, well, didn't you just say like higher price? Didn't you just mark out? I did. There's something specific about this level in terms of that algorithmic delivery, and that is there is a potential that we redress that level, which is the inversion point. We may redress that before continuation higher. And then the fact that, again, tomorrow's going to be considered a holiday, and we're only going to get minimal price action. We may get just the delivery down into that level and half the way to the premium delivering higher, but, don't know. So the supposition, at least for me at this point, is, if we reach back in here, great. That would be, an objective range to take the short. Or, if price recognizes this as a short-term low and runs this out with expansion, comes back, redresses this, and continues. Either way, that's the objective target for me, at least. So yeah, there is that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap there for now. Probably check back in with you guys. We'll do maybe a recap on Saturday and go into a little bit more detail in terms of like what this channel is gonna be, what it's gonna look like going into the future, and yeah, maybe solicit some feedback from y'all. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thanks, and have a good day, have a good evening, have a safe holiday, eat as much barbecue as you can, comatose. Yeah, have a good time, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care.